Hello everyone, this is James Hobbs, and recently I purchased all the parts and had one of my friends help me build an epic gaming computer. Now, my budget for this was around $1,000, and I just wanted to make a quick video just going through all the parts that I chose. For anyone out there that's wanting to build just an amazing computer, this thing has just demolished everything I've thrown at it. I mean, on Ultra 1080p, it has just been phenomenal. So I'm going to be going through each part that I chose, and a lot of this is my personal preferences, so you can take this list, kind of fine-tune it however you want, but this will be a great starting point for anyone that wants to get into the great world of PC gaming, or if you're just looking for an upgrade, this will be a great place to start. Alright, let's get started. For the CPU, I went with the AMD FX 8350. This is an 8-core processor running at 4 GHz, and I'm just blown away by this thing. It has been phenomenal. And you can get very similar performance from the Intel i5 3570K, but this will run you about $20 to $30 less. So on the whole price to performance ratio aspect, the AMD FX 8350 just comes out on top every single time. And this is unlocked from the factory, so you can get a very good overclock on this thing. And you can get it for under $200. So for under $200, it's just fantastic, and I recommend it very highly. For the CPU cooler, I went with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, and this thing is just awesome, and just at under $30, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a better cooler for that price range. For the motherboard, I went with a Gigabyte GA970A UD3 motherboard. Now this is an AM3 Plus motherboard, and it is loaded for just over $100. This thing has 2 USB 3.0 and 6 USB 2.0, and those are front-facing 3.0s. I know everyone loves that. But there is a lot of motherboard here for the price. It has a few cool features that I liked. One of the things that I thought was really amazing was the whole on-off thing. Whether your computer is on or whether it is off, if you have a USB device plugged into it and it needs a charge, it will charge it. Yeah, something I just thought was cool, and I really like it. But if you're doing any type of overclocking, I do recommend this motherboard. It has a easy overclock tool built into it, and with just one click, you can overclock your CPU 3 various levels. And like I said, really good motherboard, really good price. What more could you want? For the memory, I went with 16 gigs of the G-Skill Sniper Gaming Series RAM. This is 2 8GB sticks, and this is DDR3 memory running at about 1900 megahertz. And you can get this, at the time I bought it, it was about $125. Which isn't bad for what you get with this RAM. You don't need 16 gigabytes by any means. I did this as kind of an overkill and the future-proof thing. Most games now don't even use 8, so you can drop this down, or you can even bump it up if you want to. But I felt 16 was about the right range, and especially for the price, I couldn't pass up on it. For the storage, I went with a 1TB Seagate Barracuda running at 7200 RPMs. I was able to get this for just under $75, and I've been very happy with the performance. I don't keep a lot of music or movies, anything like that, on this computer, so I was able to get by with just a 1TB. You may need to bump up yours to maybe a 2 or even a 4. And if you want, you can add an SSD on this build. I did not. I used the money that I saved from that and applied it towards my graphics card. But if you want a faster OS or faster loading times in games, then yeah, grab an SSD, put it in this unit. But I did not, and it's running just fine. For the graphics card, I went with the Sapphire Radeon HD 7950. This is a 3GB card, and this thing has just blown me away. It has been fantastic. Everything that I've played, I've been able to turn it all the way up on Ultra. It runs everything smoothly. At the time that I bought it, I was able to get this card for $289.99 with a $20 mail-in rebate on top of that. And at the time I bought it, I got 3 free games. I got Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Crysis 3, and Bioshock Infinite. At the time of this recording, you actually get Tomb Raider in there as well. That's about $160 worth of games, on top of an already awesome graphics card. And I bought this one just because of the whole price to performance ratio. If you want, you can get similar performance from a GTX 670. But again, on the whole price to performance ratio, frames per second, you get the most bang for your buck with the 7950 in my opinion. So if you get this, you will not be disappointed. For the case, I went with the NZXT Phantom 410 mid-tower case. Now, this is one of those that was my personal preference. I have always loved the Phantom cases. I think they are a fantastic looking computer case. So I spent a little bit of extra money and I got this. I was able to get this for around $79.99 after a $20 mail-in rebate. And this is just a beautiful looking case. It's huge for one thing. It's about 20 inches long, 20 inches tall, and about 8.5 inches wide. So it's going to fit anything out there right now. It'll fit all graphics cards on the market at the moment, and it just looks awesome. It comes with a blue LED fan on the inside, as well as some blue LED lights around the outside. This thing has like 6 internal hard drive bays, and it's also steel on the outside, and there are toolless entry keys along the outside of it, making it very easy to get into. So if you want an awesome looking case, go with the Phantom 410. But you can go ahead and drop down. You can probably shave about $30 to $40 off and just get a standard case if you want, if you're looking to save a few dollars here and there. For the power supply, I went with a Corsair 750 TX 750 watt power supply. This is a little bit of an overkill. You can build a similar system to this and get by with around 600 to 650, but I wanted to have some leeway room just in case I plan on doing some things in the future, and Corsair is a very well-known name brand amongst computer parts, and they build very good power supplies. This is an 80 plus bronze certified power supply, and I was able to pick this up for just under $90. So it was priced similar along with some of the 650 watts, so I figured why not go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money and have a future-proof power supply. And for the optical drive, I went with an Asus DVD burner. I was able to pick this up for just under $18. And this is one of those things, you don't need this at all, but I wanted to go ahead and throw it in just to be safe on the off chance that I would need a CD or something like that. You can totally skip this if you want to save around $20, but it's one of those, it's a nice thing to have just to be safe. And there you go. That is an epic gaming computer for just around $1,000. Here's just a quick picture of what it looks like all put together. Now, keep in mind that all of these prices are current. For May 2013 is whenever I bought and built this. So prices tend to fluctuate, so if you're watching this video a year from now, the prices may be totally different than what they are now. If you guys like this video, remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Throw some comments down below, give me some of your PC specs. If you would change a few things, I'd like to know. I love hearing different people's opinions, and yeah, that's about all I got. Alright guys, have a good one.